Okay, let's get this thing jumping, dude. We are on another episode of the Background Noise Podcast. But before anything, you already know we got to roll the intro. Am I in focus? Is that going to be an issue? Chat, what the hell? Okay, can we see me? Am I in focus there? Hello, hello. Can we see me? Can we hear me? Let's roll this intro.
You're listening to Background Noise.
Background noise?
Yeah, Background Noise.
Okay, here we go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Background Noise Podcast. It's your boy Steven, also known as SpaceCitysteve, also known as SEVENTHAURA, also known as the host of the Background Noise Podcast. I'm happy that you guys have decided to come and stop by and join us. Honestly, there's a lot to do in this podcast, a lot to cover in this podcast. But before anything, I want to let you guys know that I would love for you guys to be a part of the conversation. There's a lot of you guys that are supporting this podcast, and I love every one of you guys. I'm very grateful that you guys would, take the time to stop and just appreciate what's going on here and being a part of this journey and walking along this journey. Whether you have found me through the Background Noise Podcast or through Seventh Hour Productions, or hey, maybe even one of my SpaceCitysteve live streams. However you found me, however you got to this place, I'm just grateful that you did, and I'm grateful that you're like watching along, and I think I know how it is, right? Like I'm still starting, so it's still like new, it's still barely happening, but nonetheless, again, I'm excited that you guys are a part of this, but be a part of the conversation as well. I mean, I definitely want to hear from you guys. So obviously you guys can comment on the down here on YouTube. You guys can comment on Instagram or wherever else you guys see these clips. But another way for you guys to be even more involved in the podcast, more than just a simple comment, is by writing in to BackgroundNoisePodcast@SeventhHour.com. That is a new email that I've created. That way you guys can send me whatever questions, if you guys want me to review or critique or just give my ideas on something that you're creating, something that you're working on, call it a collaboration. You know what I mean? Like I'm down for that. Again, questions, comments, concerns, everything. BackgroundNoisePodcast@SeventhHour.com. Use that for that. I'm excited to be able to, get into conversations with you guys. And I'm really excited for one of you guys to send me some work, send me some art that I can like take a look at and, just be excited about. And, or even for somebody who's like creating a video and has like an idea that they want to like conquer for this video. And they, hey, like what can I do, to really like tie this up or whatever. Like if you guys have questions about that, in a video that you're working on or something like that, I'm excited to be able to like help critique and like, hey, like I would do this instead of this, do that and whatever else. Which with that said, if you guys are going to send videos for me to watch, whether it's for me to enjoy, I'm not only going to like critique it. Obviously, if you're not asking for critique, I'm not going to give you like critique. That's, that's messed up. That's rude. Right. But, what was I saying? Yeah, well, if you do send videos, I remembered. If you do send videos, make sure to send like a link, because emails, I mean, they're not too like larger files don't usually fit in an email. So if it's a photo, I'm sure it'd be fine. If it's a video, definitely do that by link, YouTube link or iCloud link or whatever, Google Drive, whatever it is that you're using. And that would work. So again, Background Noise Podcast at SeventhHour.com. Use that to get in touch with me, to ask questions, to be more involved in the podcast. And again, I'm just excited for that. I'm really happy for the opportunity to present that to you guys. Boom. Camera switch. We got this camera. Check out this angle today. You guys might be wondering, why the heck do we have this angle? This is not what we subscribed for. This is not what we were looking for. This is not why we're here. Well, that's because something very special and exciting has come in. So I'm pretty sure that what I have right here, I gotta make sure I hold it in a way that you guys can't see the address or anything like that, right? I gotta be careful. But I'm pretty sure that what I'm holding right here is the very first set of SEVENTHAURA, the collection that I've been working on so hard. It's been like a back and forth collaboration. Again, I'm not even sure if this is exactly that. So let me just open this up real quick on the pod with you guys. And that way, if it is indeed some pieces of the collection, that you guys are going to see that for the first time with me, and you guys are going to see my reactions. So let's get that. Dude, can y'all see how ashy my elbows are, bro? Like I'd be forgetting, and that's because I did lotion them up. Are they even ashy? I don't even know. But one time, I was at work, and this person came up to me and told me like, damn, they noticed my elbows were ashy. Like, damn, you're going to start a fire with those elbows. I said, geez, that was crazy. You ain't got to do all that. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna open this up. So let's see. I'm gonna just set the mic down. Hold on. Dude, I'm so excited. I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is oh my god, it is. Oh my god, it is. Hold on. What's going on? Oh my god, this is crazy. Ah. Oh snap. Guys, I'm literally opening this for the first time with you guys. Okay. Understanding what, dang, if they don't switch this. Okay, hold on. Let me don't look at that. Hold on. Out camera. Dude, guys. Yeah, the very first of the collection has definitely come in. Okay, got some stuff over there. That was a sneak peek. Holy smokes. Damn. It actually matches with what I'm wearing right now. That's just coincidence. Okay, the second set. Hold on. Let me not. Hold on. I don't know if you guys have been able to hear this whole thing, so let me just catch y'all up real quick. This is definitely the merch that came in. Oh smokes, this is beautiful, man. This is beautiful. This, oh my god. Hey, you know what? I should probably show you guys like for the first go right here. Let me put the shades on. Hold on. Yeah, see now we kicking it right now. My hair's all jacked up, dude. Honestly, I'm a mess. But you know what? I like that. I like that about this podcast, bro. This is authentic. This is real. It's not, you know what I mean? It's uncut. It's natural, baby. Okay, so this indeed is the merch. You know what? I hate so much that I just said merch to the point that I would damn near edit this out, but I'm not going to do that because again, that's not the point of this podcast. Okay, it's not merch, it's art, man. It's that's the reason why somebody asked me this question. I'm kind of getting ahead right now, but someone asked me like, "Wow, I've seen that you've been working a lot on this on art, right? On all this, like, you know, these clothes designs and all what's going on, but like, why, like, where can I get it? When does it become available for us to be able to purchase, right?" And I'm like, well, for me, it's extremely important that I find the best quality, dude, because I'm not making something like that I can make money off of. Like, really, honestly, I talk about it to my close circle, my inner circle, you know, like, all it is for me is me creating what I want to wear and then giving you guys the opportunity to like partake in that. And so with that said, I'm not just trying to get like a random t-shirt, you know, slap on, you know, SEVENTHAURA, slap on BackgroundNOISE Podcast, slap on whatever the heck, and like be satisfied with that. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm trying to do. Like, I want to have high quality stuff that I'm like definitely like proud to wear. You know what I mean? Like, and so I've been like looking long and hard and going into locations and holding and touching and feeling fabrics and materials and with different cuts and the colors and all this other stuff to make sure that what I, you know, produce is excellent, because that's all I'm ever chasing. And that's the way that I kind of carry myself with everything that I do. You know, like it's funny that I pursue excellence with all that I do. Like, whenever I'm editing, whenever I'm creating something, whenever I'm like creating an idea, you know, I want it to be the best that it can possibly be, to the extent that like even whenever I'm like casually playing games by myself, just playing some 2K, like I am playing to dominate. You know what I mean? When I'm playing these like video games, I'm playing to dominate, bro. Like, I'm competing. And as I'm like playing, I don't know, dude, I'm getting lost in this like little sidetrack, but I'm allowing it to happen because this is the BackgroundNOISE Podcast, and that's kind of sort of what I'm supposed to be doing for who knows how long, an hour. Well, you know what I mean? So I got stuff to say. But anyways, when I'm playing the game, like, I'm analyzing everything. Like, that's part of why I love to play 2K so much, because there's so many ways to like attack an opponent. Okay, someone makes a build that can do this and that can do that. Like, they can block shots, they can steal the ball, but they're not so great at offense. They can't really dribble the ball, so I can take advantage of that. And that's such just a small little example of like what people can do, select for their builds. Like, you know, you can have I mean, bro, there's defense, there's offense, they're shooting the ball, dunking the ball, dribbling. Oh my God, I'm getting so sidetracked with this, but I'm gonna continue. So there's like so many different combinations of what you can make with your build, but what you cannot do is have everything. So everyone knows that you have to sacrifice something in order to make a build. But when I'm playing against somebody, I like to discover that. I want to find out what that is. I want to exploit that. I want to, or even if like, damn, this person is like perfectly matched against me. Like, how do I still like, hey, you got to be just good. And anyways, I go through life like that. Like, how can I get better? What did I do in this podcast that was not so great? What am I doing that is good? You know, how can I get better with my design on here? Should I have said this? Should I have done that? And so tying this all back around to with the exciting stuff that's laying on my bed here. That's why I don't like to call this merch, because it's not merch. Although I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to be able to purchase and like be a part of this, you know, because I think that is awesome too. I think that is beautiful. I think, you know, this is something that I do want to share with everybody. It's not merch, you know what I mean? It's like, it's something to care for. You know what I mean? I call it art. Maybe that's corny. Maybe it shouldn't be called art, but I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. So anyways, I'm kind of trying to, I was going to stall because I know, baby's going to call me in a little bit. So I wanted to like, you know, maybe open it up with her, but she did say, hey, don't wait up. Go ahead. So I'm going to do that. Oh my gosh. Okay. The very first thing that we have, this here, I'm so excited about. Let me see this. Oh my goodness, dude. Look at that. Oh, that's gorgeous. Let me see this. Oh, come on. Look at that. Oh my goodness, guys. Hold on. Look at this, guys. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. I don't know that sensitive information. I'll peel it off right now. Just in case it is. Dude, okay, hold on. I think if I put this shot, you guys will be able to see this better. Oh my God, dude, I'm so excited. Man, I was supposed to run down what we're going to talk about in this entire episode, but I just got so excited. I cannot wait. Okay, check this out, guys. Hold on. Let me just this closed. Check this out, guys. Beautiful embroidery. SEVENTHAURA, and in the back, I am art. Ah, dude. Look at that. That is gorgeous. And I said, like, I didn't do this on purpose, but it matches my fit perfectly right now. Hold on. I still need to condition these lids. Oh my God, bro. Look at that. I feel like, y'all see that? SEVENTHAURA, come on. Damn, bro. Look at this. Tough, bro. This blue is hardcore, baby. And then I can always go like this. And then you see the part that says, I am art. Oh my gosh. Why did I do that? Why did I feel like... Come on, baby. Look at that. We got the custom SEVENTHAURA lid, baby. I'm gonna leave this on. Okay. All right. Hey, that was the first thing. Snap. That looks crazy, bro. Hey, wearing it tucked back is tight. And that's one thing. Look, so you see the SEVENTHAURA right here. And then I'm art in the front. By the way, check out this fresh. Look, check out this fresh. I can show y'all fits, bro. Hey, this is hey, this camera angle might be interesting, bro. Look at what your boy's sporting, bro. You got that. And got a little bit of the look. I like the classic. Got to get the classic laces on them. Look at these. Nice blue. Anyways, I'm wearing Otani on my back. Know this about me. I am very, very specific about who I put on my back, who I wear, whose name I carry. You know what I mean? I don't put just anybody, dude. Like, and that honestly goes with brands also. Like, for example, I wear like Jordans. Honestly, I don't have any problem with Jordan. I think he's, I mean, obviously amazing. I said in the last episode that I think he's the greatest of all time basketball player. So definitely a lot of love for Jordan, and I respect him. But I wasn't yet aware of that kind of thing that I developed, where I don't want to put or wear or represent somebody that I don't align with. You know what I mean? I'm very particular about that. So I won't wear a shoe of somebody that I don't really like. I don't care for. I don't care how cool it is, bro. Like, I don't want to sport that. So the fact that I wear Ohtani, bro's a legend, bro. He's a living freaking legend. Ohtani's doing incredible things, dude. And he's only just begun, baby. He's on a 10-year contract with the Dodgers, 2 years in, back-to-back World Series wins. That's what we thinking about now, baby. It's baseball season. Damn. Yeah, bro. Ohtani, on my wall. Let's see if you guys can see that with this angle. You can't see it. Well, you can see it kind of, sort of. But on my wall, you see that Shaquille O'Neal, the Diesel, baby. The great Aristotle, Big Country, Shaq. Got him on the wall, baby. Honestly, I would have Ohtani on the wall, but I kind of want to get out of that. I don't want to have jerseys on my wall anymore because I want to wear them. So I'm thinking about printing out some canvases of some of the photos that I've taken that are just so special, that are just so beautiful, photos that I really love and connect with. I'm going to get those printed out as canvases. And when I do that, I'm going to replace the jerseys on the wall and put those canvases there. Again, you guys already know that when I do that, I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to buy into that. But hey, look, let me just say this real quick, bro. And this is with all love and respect, but y'all don't get cheap on me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not taxing, bro. I promise that I'm not trying to like oversell the product. But damn, it's expensive, guys. Like, dude, like that. I started by wanting to do canvases. Canvases was the first thing that I wanted to like create. But dude, it is pricey. And I'm thinking like, bruh, like I'm going to have to charge people an amount that I'm almost like, dang, like I don't want to charge my people that. But it's that is like, so that it can be an even, like there was a canvas. Cause I want that stuff big and high quality. That's the thing, dude. And there was this canvas that was going to cost like, what is it? Like $450, $496. I think it was $496. And I'm like, dude, like I would love to do that, but how am I going to charge somebody that? How am I going to charge somebody that and then be able to still pay for the efforts and for the art itself? Right. And that's why I say, again, 496, I'm not going to do something like that. Or maybe for myself. Again, I'm going to give you guys the opportunity. That's what this is, bro. I'm not like trying to make merch. It's just like, as I do and create the things that I do and love, I want to like share that with you guys. You know what I mean? So, I love how I'm kind of like teeter-tottering between things and open up this merch. That's kind of sort of like, I kind of realized that I was doing that unintentionally. And I like that. So I'm going to continue to do that. That's kind of sort of be the flow of the episode, I think, unless it changes, who knows? Okay. But real selective about, who I put on my back, what shoes I wear. By the way, Kyrie Irving, if you guys have not seen, hey, those of y'all that are into the sneakers, hold on. Let me speak to the people. Look, let me see. I'm getting ready for a clip here. Look, if you were I messed that up nasty, bro. See, I try to set that up and it failed. You guys are watching this and I ain't going to cut this out because this is authentic. This is real. This is Background Noise Podcast. But what I meant to say is that if you are a shoe connoisseur, if you are a lover of the arts of the sneaker game and you are not rocking Kyrie Irving's Anta Hella Roots collection, I don't know what to tell you. The fact that this shoe is not retailing for about $750 and reselling for about twice the amount is beyond me. I mean, I'm talking the toughest shoe in the game. Everybody asks me, what shoe should I be looking out for as we go into this new year, 2026? It's a beautiful year. We're midway through February. Isn't it crazy how the time just like flies by? Everybody asks me, what's the shoe that I should be looking up, that I should be looking forward to as I go into this? Bro, if you are not wearing Kyrie Irving's Anta Hella Roots, what are you doing? And no, I am not sponsored, though I would love to be. Kyrie, hit my line, bro. I'm an appreciator of the art that you put out And when I say art, I mean your performance in the basketball court. I believe that is art, dude. It's a craft that you've mastered, and I appreciate that. I'm not trying to glaze, but I just appreciate Kyrie for what he does on the basketball court, and I appreciate his humbleness and his meekness and his attitude and the way that he conducts himself. He's real present. He's real focused. He's real here. You know what I mean? And so I appreciate that. And because of that, I wanted to support. I see, what's the shoe look like? Bro, this shoe is incredible. Kyrie Irving's shoe it's crazy. So if you guys have not yet already caught on to what Kyrie is doing in the shoe game, well, now you know. You've been alerted. And my suggestion to you is to go and shop now before it gets real expensive. I myself bought 3 pairs. And when they arrive, I'll let you guys know what they look like. So anyways, I just went on a huge old rant about that, and I'm excited. Okay, here we go. Next thing that we're going to show, because I already showed a lid that I'm wearing that I absolutely love. This thing is gorgeous. Okay, the next thing, I have another, but this one I'm nervous about. Should I show this one right now? I'm nervous about this one. Let me not. That one's going to be potentially last. Okay, dude, this has been a great pod. This has been a freaking great pod. Before I open this, dude, man, hey, you know what, guys? Like, I have been enjoying my time doing the Background Noise podcast. And like, really, like, we talk about conquering fears, bro. I don't have a fear of doing this, but like recording a solo pod, dude, that could be tough, man. Like, literally, bro, think about it. You are watching this and listening to this, whether you're focused on it or background noising the podcast, which I don't mind that at all. Shoot, we chilling. But think about it, dude. I'm like alone in my room right now, which is why I'm telling you guys right into the Background Noise Podcast. Background Noise Podcast at SEVENTHAURA.com, so we could chit chat, bruh. Because I'm sitting in this room thinking like, look, if I stay quiet, ain't nobody in here to bounce energy off. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody here asking me questions or whatever. So with that said, write in Background Noise Podcast at SEVENTHAURA.com to be part of the conversation, to chit chat with me, bro. You know what I mean? And even if you're not like, you don't have to like, even if you're like living throughout your day and you have like this random, like, bro, like, have you ever thought of, bro, send it to me then. Email it to me, bro. It's like an email. I'm going to get it. That's the way you guys can get in contact with me. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I'll answer it through the podcast, but like, how cool is that? Like, not even when you're just watching, because obviously if you're watching and you want to ask a question about what I'm talking about as you're watching it, that's cool too. But even throughout the day, as you're living your day, come on, send them in. Anyways, let us go to the next unboxing of our 7th Hour collection. This is so freaking exciting, dude. Oh my God, I am nervous. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. I'm gonna put this down. Put the mic down. Oh my God, this is nerve-wracking. This might be sensitive info. Okay, well, one thing, what I'll say to just off the top, I really wanted a thick collar. I'm blurry. Come on, dude. No, man, I don't want it black and white. Okay, I really wanted a thick collar. And so right off the top, seeing this, I like that. I really like that. Hold on, let's see. Holy smokes. Well, this shirt is ginormous. But if you guys didn't know, I love huge shirts, bro. Like oversized. Like I have a couple of shirts that I be rocking that are like 4X. Bro, like I love to lounge in ginormous clothes, dude. It's like my favorite thing ever. And like what I would love to capture is ginormous clothes, but that like taper down where they need to. So like that's why I like turtlenecks, because they're tight here. Well, no matter what the size you get. Like if I Like my actual size, if I was getting like what's fitted, is large. But I say extra large, and I buy like 4X, which is crazy, except for things that I want to wear out. Anyways, no matter the size, the turtleneck is gonna be nice and snug, and so I love that to have a nice. It's nice and snug here. It gets huge and flowy. I can live in my space, and then like have something that tapers down though. You know what I mean? That doesn't hang too low or whatever. That has a nice cut to it. So I intentionally bought this super huge. I think this might be what? Let me see. 2X. This is 2XL. It's not bad. Damn, do I try this on? No, I can't do that because I mean, are you guys down? I'm not looking. I was looking at. Let me see, bro. Are you guys down? Should I do that? Let me show you guys the shirt though. You guys haven't seen the shirt. I'm probably like really messing with y'all. Here we go. Let me show you guys. Hold on. I am Art. And the back 7th hour. I'm gonna try it on, but I'm gonna do that after the podcast. So if you guys want to see what that looks like, go ahead and go to Background Noise Podcast or Background Noise Potty on Instagram and see me do it there, because I'll do it literally after I finish recording. That way y'all can see that. My thoughts on this, I don't know. I feel like I have to try it on to fully know. Am I hoeing y'all? Okay. Well, you know what? I'm gonna continue opening other things, and we'll see if I try it on later. Okay. But I feel like I have to see it. So without trying it on, let's talk about it. The idea of this piece is subtlety, right? Which is why in the front we have I am Art. Okay. And it's very small. That's why I say I want to try it on, because this shirt is an intentionally oversized shirt. And so this will fall over your shoulders, right? Over your pecs. And it'll have a nice flowy feel like on the shoulders and the back, right? So it's going to feel like nice, and like it's going to have a signature feel on the chest, but nice and flowy on the rest. So it's going to have that nice feel. And then remember, we're going to have that nice snug collar, baby. Oh, this piece is heat, baby. So we're going to have that nice, oh my God, I got to be quiet. Let me contain this excitement. Okay. So it's going to have all that flowy feature that I was telling you guys about. But that collar is nice and thick. So it's going to have that snug feel here. So overall, the taper of this piece is going to feel nice and like tapered, but with a flowy feel to it. Fantastic. And in the back, let's look at the back. In the back, we have 7th hour on the nameplate of this. I'm not in focus. There we go. Kind of, sort of. So in the back, we have 7th hour on the nameplate of the back. And there is in piece what would you call it? There is a little bit of inspiration of the Balenciaga shirt that has Balenciaga on the very back. That's why I went with the cleaner font, because I'm not going to try to do that. And also I didn't go all the way back, like shoulder to shoulder. And the reason for that is because there was limitations. I can't find a printer that'll do that for me. And honestly, if it were my way, that would be embossed and the front would be stitched. So with all of this said, as I'm doing all of this unboxing and stuff, if you do this, if this is a passion that you have, like, making shirts and embroidery and embossing and, DTG, all that stuff, if you do that stuff, feel free to reach out to your boy, because your boy is serious. Anyways, there were limitations with the manufacturer that I've been working with. So we can't go shoulder to shoulder. There are pieces and fabrics that can achieve that result, but those fabrics don't have the other things that I want. So for this piece, I said, you know what? It would be okay for me. Like, I feel okay to sacrifice that and just have SEVENTHAURA in a nice font. That way we can recognize it and feel it and see it and read it, all, even though it's not like what I want it to be in its totality. And I know that we'll achieve that eventually, but I did do this for a couple of reasons. One, I wanted to see the quality of this. Is not embroidered. What you guys, let me show you guys, man. As I should be showing you guys as I'm talking, right? So this here, this isn't embroidered. This is I believe it's DTG, I think. The front is also not embroidered. If I had it my way, the front would be embroidered. The back would be embossed. Like, I know there are some shirts that have, it's like that puffy feeling. I feel like sweaters mainly have it. I don't know. It's like a specific font that people always use when they do those types of materials and stuff. But anyways, that's what I would like in the perfect existence and execution of this piece. That's how it would be. But I bought this to try it out, and honestly, I kind of love it. You know, this shirt, the feeling behind it, man, dude, oh my God, trust me, you guys will be seeing about it. Follow me on my socials, and honestly, who knows which one's going to be posted on. So Background Noise Podcast on Instagram, or Background Noise Potty on Instagram, SEVENTHAURA for production side, which will probably be here because of the production and SEVENTHAURA aspect of it. And then spacecitysteve is my personal Instagram. Follow all three, follow one of them, follow none of them. I don't know. But if you guys want to see like how this turns out, because I want to style these, this is going to be like a relaxed fit. I can envision this with, so this gray SEVENTHAURA piece with some black, high-rise shorts, maybe some some scrunchied up socks, right? Kind of like what I'm doing now. But the shoes, trust me, the shoes are what's really gonna like put it all together, because it's gonna turn the fit from being like a relaxed, like regular skater boy fit to being that, but with a little extra flair. It's gonna have this like real like artsy laid back. That's the idea of this shirt. This is the one that you're gonna wear as you're gonna, hey man, I'm gonna clean out the the art studio, right? All the little paint stuff. You might get paint on you, might get paint tossed on you. I'm gonna go clean up the garage. Boom. You know what I mean? I'm gonna redesign my whatever. This is what you put on for a nice, comfortable feel, but you feel good, you know, because when you look good, you feel good, you act good, and you perform good, baby. All right. So yeah, again, I might try this on later in the podcast. I'm just like, I don't want to leave the podcast just sitting here for a long time, and you guys are just like, you know, like, I mean, maybe I can just cut it, huh? I could probably do that. All right, here we go. Let's see. There's a piece in that I'm real like nervous about. We'll see. Okay. Put this to the side. Nice. This piece here. This is so clean, dude. Dude, it feels great to have this stuff, bro. This is awesome. Did you seen it? I'm looking at this, which I'm looking at what you guys are looking at. Dang, dude, this is so sick. I'm just seeing it there and appreciating it there because of the color, the pop. That's what I wanted. Y'all see it? Y'all know what it is. Now, this piece, again, if you guys are out there, I am looking to perfect my art. So if you guys do this kind of thing, reach out to your boy. Okay. So let me look at it. Let me see. Oh, look at that. And the font came out. Oh, look at that font too. Sheesher. So this is a SEVENTHAURA lid, baby. Oh, come on. This one's ready to go. This is ready to go. Oh my God. If you guys want in on this, dude, oh my gosh, I should make this available, right? Oh my God. I don't want to take off this beautiful ass hat that I'm still enjoying. Look at this, guys. Look at that, guys. That. Oh my God. Oh my God. These pieces are beautiful, dude. Holy smokes. Okay, let me put this on. Put it this way just so I can. Your boy got a ginormous cranium, dude. Well, the first issue that I'm seeing. Oh, hold on. We're getting a call from baby. Yeah, your boy's crane is large, dude. Baby's calling. She's answering right here. Your boy's crane is large, dude. Like, dude, I gotta stretch this thing out. And I'll be doing that throughout the duration of this podcast. Cause dude, this beanie, this lid right here is so heat, y'all. This is like, what in the frick? It's just fitting your boy a little, it's fitting your boy a little large. I mean, a little small. So let's stretch these things out. You look, guys, I've been telling you guys this whole time that like, oh man, I don't want to have any like, quiet time in the podcast. I'm gonna put the microphone down. I'm gonna stretch this out a little bit because y'all see how heat that is. But dude, and there wasn't no size to choose from, bro. They wasn't like, oh, do you want the small, medium, large, extra large? It was one size, bro. They just assumed, you know what I mean? But I've been thinking things. That's why I gotta have extra room up here. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me put this down. Baby, how you doing, mama? You doing good, baby? Okay. I gotta show you though. Oh my God, I've been wearing this hat this whole time. Guys, I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna stretch it out. Hold on, give me 1 second. Anyways. Look at this. It is so heat. Look at. I should be holding the mic then. Hold on. I'm gonna stretch it right now. Hold on, give me a sec. I'm gonna show baby. Wow. Look at this. She said, no way, shut up. I don't know if you guys caught that, so I'm gonna show you. Isn't that something? Hold on, let me put this camera. Right? Look at that. This. And that blue, dude, it matches my fit so well right now. Baby, we've been chilling. Me and the viewers, we've been having a great time on the Background Noise Podcast. I can tell you that right now. As they should, huh? Or as we should be having a great time. Look, I have a new camera angle. Want to see that? Yeah, it's a little different. It's a little different. But I did this because I have that this angle. I'm gonna show you guys because you guys are obviously still here. So I gotta show you guys what I'm talking about. The wall mount camera. That is it. If I put my other shot that's usually like in front of me from here, it like blocks that. You know what I mean? So I'm like, well, let me just move it to the side, see how it comes out. And we'll see how it comes out. Shoot, I'm recording it. It looks cool now, but sometimes when you watch it back, it's like, we'll see. But yeah, so that's kind of that. Guys, honestly, I love the idea of the Background Noise Podcast just being like, you guys just get to like tap in to like life with me for however long I happen to be on this podcast. So if I'm recording like an hour long pod, you guys just to tap in, boom, this is just an hour of what I was doing at this time when I recorded it. Like this, me answering the phone, doing all these things. Like, I love that, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, when I think about the podcast, that's what it is for me, bro. I don't know. Like, I kind of really like that. I appreciate that. And so that's what it is. And I appreciate you guys for like being a part of that. I've been kind of like opening things as I talk about stuff, and I've been kind of like lagging on opening stuff. So everybody probably like, bro, can you get on with it? Let's see the other things. And there's just one that I'm nervous about. I'm nervous about this one piece, baby. Everybody watching, I'm nervous about this one piece. And I'm like, dude, I got to get to it. That's going to be the last thing I open. And honestly, I think that might be that's the next one. That's the next one. Okay. No, hold on. I'm supposed to be stretching. All right, hold on. Everyone, you know what? This is a great time for an ad break. You know what? We're going to do that. Everybody, you guys kick back, relax, go get your popcorn. Go get that ice. I know you guys been watching this late night. You want to get that water. You got to refill your water bottle. Go do that right now. All right? And we'll be back in a little bit with a beanie fully stretched. Let's go. Fellas, let's talk real estate for a second, because if you're thinking about buying a home or an investment property, you need somebody who actually has your back, not someone who's just trying to make a sale, someone who keeps you protected throughout the entire process. And that's exactly why you should work with Frania Lepe. She's a Houston realtor who takes your security seriously, financially, and legally. She makes sure you understand every step, every number, and every piece of paperwork so you never feel lost or taken advantage of. She's big on transparency. She'll tell you what's a good deal and what's not, and what traps you should avoid. And whether you're more comfortable in English or Spanish, she's fully bilingual, so nothing gets lost in translation. No surprises, no hidden terms. Whether you're buying your first place or upgrading to something bigger, Franny makes sure that you move confidently and safely. She keeps the process smooth, clear, locked in from start to finish. So if you want a realtor who treats your money and your future with the same care she'd give her own, contact Frania Lepe. Her is at Real Estate with Frania on all platforms. That's at Real Estate with Frania on all platforms. Secure the right place with someone who's really in your corner. Let's go. Listen up for a second. If you're planning to tie the knot, whether it's a big wedding, something low key, or even last minute, let's just do this, you need an officiant who keeps the ceremony smooth, personal, and actually enjoyable. That's where Manny Matrimony comes in. He's a professional marriage officiant based right here in Houston, and he brings that perfect balance of personality and professionalism. No awkward scripts, no boring energy. He works with you to build a ceremony that feels like you. And here's the best part nobody tells you. A great officiant is the difference between a ceremony that feels stiff and one that feels meaningful and fun. And that's what makes it unforgettable for everyone. He handles everything from personalized vows to making sure your paperwork is squared away. And if you need him outside of Houston, he can travel too, just a small additional fee. So if you're ready to secure your wedding day and lock in someone who will make the moment count, hit him up at 661-800-8654. That's 661-800-8654. Don't wait until the last minute. Dates fill up fast. If you're watching this video and you're looking to advertise your brand, hit up SEVENTHAURA online at gmail.com so that we can get your brand out there to the masses. With this platform, your brand will reach hundreds of thousands and even millions of people. So reach out, SEVENTHAURA online at gmail.com to get your brand out there. Let's go. Hello, Background Noise Podcast. Y'all see what I got on my head, bruh? Y'all see what I'm sporting on my cranium, bruh? Look at that. Yes, sir, fully stretched out. Pause. Unpause. Look at this lid right here, brother. Look at this right here. See that? Hold on. Yeah, I can see the reflection right here. Y'all seen this? Look at that. Look at that. Come on, who wants some of that? Hey, but honestly though, your boy do got a good cranium here. So if you guys are like watching, thinking about like, what size should I get? Your boy got a big cranium. So if you're like trying to compare, big head. So if you got a big head, this is what's going to look like. If you got a smaller head, it look a little different. This looks great. Oh my God. This is sick. Look at that. Your boy fully equipped. Oh snap, baby, you can't see me right. Viewers of the Background Noise Podcast, can I be honest with y'all real quick? Can I be truthful? Hold on. I was thinking, I said, we should probably try on this stuff for the podcast, We went to a whole, damn near 3-minute ad break, and I had all that time to change into the shirt, and I didn't do it. Could you believe that? I'm just now thinking about it. I'm like, I could have changed. Wow. Can I tell you guys one thing about this lid? Christ, it will keep you warm. Okay? I feel it getting hot up in here, bro. But hold on. See, that's what I mean. Look. Hold on. Let me switch this so y'all can see the text. You know what I mean? Because it's not just about this bomb ass color. Hold on. Oh my God, baby. I'm telling you, we've been having a good time. Wait a minute. Oh, no way. Yeah, let's wear it like that. Let's wear it like that real quick. Oh, I think your boy's gonna grow his hair, the curls out real quick. I cut my hair just now. Oh, that looks pretty clean. That looks nice and tapered. See that? Look at that lid right there. SEVENTHAURA. Boom. Guys, I want to share with you guys what SEVENTHAURA is, dude. I want to share with you guys what SEVENTHAURA is. Let's put the black and white cam. Let me reverse the lid so it can be on this side while I say this. Oh my God, bro. Baby, I love doing the podcast, dude. This is fun. I love it. Oh my God, bro. Can I not mess this up, dude? Okay. No, but for real talk, I think that it's important to define the mission statement of what SEVENTHAURA is. That looks smooth. Y'all see that? Okay, no, for real talk. Let's get serious for a little bit. I'm gonna pull this up because I put it again, dude. Follow me on the socials, dude. I put this out on SEVENTHAURA Productions Instagram, and it's beautiful because I think it is important as I show you guys the different pieces that we've been working on here and really hard at work for. Like this is not something that I'm just trying to push out there and put out there real quick and simple and just slap SEVENTHAURA on something and just be done with it. No, I want it to have substance. You know what I mean? I want it to embody what SEVENTHAURA means to me and what it means to you. And so I'm going to share that with you guys right now. It says, SEVENTHAURA, where art lives. And that is the embodiment of what SEVENTHAURA is, which, by the way, if you guys are real viewers of the Background Noise Podcast, you guys know that on the episode that was not supposed to be an episode, but ended up becoming an episode with Baby in the car, it was Baby herself, Frania Denise, that said SEVENTHAURA, where art lives. So I got to give credit where credit's due. I will not be one of them that tries to think that I made it up on here by myself. That is not what's factual. So, Baby, thank you for that. That was beautiful. So SEVENTHAURA, where art lives. Man, that's beautiful. Sit on that for a little bit. It's where art lives. And it says SEVENTHAURA is the belief that art lives within every soul. Within you. Art lives within you. And as you pursue your one wild and precious life, believe this about yourself. So say this for yourself. I am art. Dude, I feel that, bro. I think art, and I don't want to sound corny because I feel like, it can easily feel corny if I'm saying this and talking about this kind of thing. But I think art lives within all of us, and art is different for different people. Art is just passion, anything that moves you. Art is anything that moves you. And it is like passion embodied, right? Passion that you can hold, passion that you can feel. That's what I feel art is. And I believe that every one of us has that. Every one of us has something to share, a passion from within that it burns within, whether or not you know what that is yet, if you're still finding it, or if you do know what that is. But art is that passion brought and like formed into reality, into life, where we can all enjoy it. So SEVENTHAURA is where art lives. And as you pursue your one wild and precious life, believe that you are art. Believe that, because it comes within you. It's the belief that art lives in every soul, in all of y'all. You know what I mean? So, obviously, I'm always real jokeful and fun and excited and do whatever, but like SEVENTHAURA to me is special, and it is a serious thing. That's what it is to me. And yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you guys as you guys are looking at all this cool stuff that I'm unboxing. And with that said, what do we think about this lid? I think this lid is tough, bro. I think I'm wearing the heck out of it right now. I like that. This is kind of the aesthetic of it. You know what I mean? It's like a real tight lid, and you still see the hair. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the little okay, you know what I mean? You got a little acknowledgement up top. You know what I'm saying? Look, this lid is cool. Okay, let's get y'all back to a shot with color. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. I don't like that it keeps zooming. It keeps focusing on my leg. It's kind of throwing me off. Okay, looks cool right there. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Background Noise Podcast. Damn, I might use that in the beginning just because this looks cool, bro. I love the color of this lid. This is great. This is great, guys. I don't know. This one might be ready to go. Nice. Good stuff. Okay. Man, this is beautiful, dude. This is gorge. Hold on. Yeah, look at that. Come on, bro. That is nuts. Okay. Moving on, everybody. Okay, this is an interesting one. This one is gonna be an interesting one. Let me put the lid on. I should have left the beanie on. Okay. Man, this hat is gorgeous too, dude. This one's ready to go. This hat is, oh my god, this hat is gorgeous, dude. Man, I love this. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's see. Check it out, baby. Remove this just in case that's sensitive information. Uh-oh. Let me open it this way. Hold on. Let me put it. Let me not gatekeep. You guys can see it. Let me see it. Oh my god, this is crazy. What? I don't know if you saw it, baby, right? I've been looking at here trying to make sure y'all seen it right. I don't know if anybody saw it right, to be honest. But dude, what? Oh, I love that. Look at this, baby. It says SEVENTHAURA, I am art. Believe that about yourselves, y'all. Come on, believe it. Confess it. Confess meaning to say it about yourself again and again, bro. Say it verbally. Say like speak it. You know what I mean? Dang. I am art. Believe that, y'all. Come on, look at this. Uh oh. Uh oh. You know, here's what I will say. Oh, that looks. Oh, come on, dude. No, hombre, dude. That is. And again, this similar to the shirt that I was talking about prior to this one, the gray one, it's the same cut. Now, I said that for the gray one, I got a really big one because I love ginormous shirts. That's a 2X on the gray. This one is just an XL, which for me, that is like my normal size. Um, and so again, it's gonna have that nice tapered front. So the chest, there should be an emphasis on the chest, and on the neck it's going to be nice and snug. Nonetheless, though it's tapered and snug on the neck and the chest, it'll be flowy on the sides and the back. And it is like an oversized tee, so it is like intentionally bigger. But the good thing about that is that with those types of shirts, they're made big, meaning they have that tapered element to them, where it's not like if you just bought like a regular shirt that's extra big, where it just falls really low on your, like, it might go beyond your waist. It this is made knowing that it's made large and it tapers on its own, which is great, dude. This is super super exciting. Oh my god, I want to try these on, man. Let me see. That is wonderful. And with the seventh hour part, I wanted that to be nice and minimal, but very present, right? For it to lay right on the chest, right on the heart. That is exciting, dude. I'm like super stoked about that. Dude, guys, this has been epic. Holy smokes. I got the lid, I got the two shirts. This has been incredible, Val. I'm super stoked. I'm glad that we opened it up. Um, let's see if I have, dude, all of that was kind of sort of the intro, dude. I kind of went yappy. So, with that said, though, I've had y'all here for 55 minutes. I've been recording smokes. So let me see. Let me go through my notes real quick because I don't want to miss anything. Gotta talk about. Yeah, email in. I already told you guys, BackgroundNOISE Podcast at SEVENTHAURA.com. Definitely email in to be a part of the conversation. Again, and especially if you guys are into like this, if you guys have the stuff to make, custom design clothing, let me know. Embroidery, all of that. Let me know. BackgroundNOISE Podcast at SEVENTHAURA.com. Seventh Hour Ace. There was a collaboration that occurred. That was awesome. So at halftime of the Super Bowl after Benito Bowl, your boy released a project that I've been working on very intensely, very intentionally. And it definitely came out amazing. It was a collaboration with myself and Ace, a local Houston artist, by the name of Key Smith. And we collaborated on a project, and honestly, the project was inspired by just an effect that I was looking to achieve. And so I connected with Ace, and it was awesome, dude. It really came out awesome. And so it was a part of the Seventh Hour halftime show. Of course, that was not trying to compete with Benito Bowl, because we support that and we love that, which I'm gonna get into in a little bit. But it was, my version of my contribution to the halftime of the Super Bowl, which was important for me to do because Seventh Hour Productions is onto great things, and there's a lot to share. And I know that it was obviously not officially a part of the halftime show, but your boy, we dreaming big, we doing big, and we acting now. I ain't waiting for anything to start making this stuff real. So it was awesome, dude. Seventh Hour Ace. It was pretty cool. It was a beautiful video. And if you guys want to check it out, it is definitely on Seventh Hour Instagram, Seventh Hour Productions Instagram. So at Seventh Hour, and you can see it there. It'll be pinned at the top. And it is an awesome video. It is an awesome collaboration. And like I was saying, I don't know if I finished that thought, but it was inspired by this like slow shutter effect where it looks real like blurry and like slow motion-y. That was really the inspiration of the shoot. And I really wanted to capture that. And it wasn't just like, I want to just capture that effect. I wanted that effect to be a part of the project. And so we don't only do that effect. It was like a full on like production, full on video. And that effect was just like one of the things that we did in there, but that was the driving force behind the video. And I think that was executed nicely. It was beautiful. I loved the way that it came out, and it's beautiful. And behind the scenes of how we shot it, and like literally, like if you wanted to see be there with us as we made that production, there is a video on YouTube. So feel free to look it up. It is I gotta see exactly what it's titled. That way you guys can go see that. Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. What is it? I'll get it right now. But it is on video. So if you want to see I'll say it this way. If you want to be there with us as we're recording the Seventh Hour and Ace production, there's a video online for you guys to see. So take a look at that. It is pretty awesome. And that is definitely behind the scenes of the Super Bowl halftime production for Seventh Hour Ace. Ooh, go look it up. It is on the channel. It's awesome. It is beautiful. I'm very proud of it. And honestly, real talk, y'all, like from me to you, we making this stuff happen. You know what I mean? So it is awesome. Let's see. The Patriots, dang, dude. I mean, I got to talk about that as I couldn't do a whole episode without talking about it. I didn't want to make the entire episode about it because it's kind of like, we got to move on, bro. Got to accept the heartbreak and kind of just keep it man. Keep it pushing, keep going. But the Patriots obviously lost the Super Bowl. It was wildly disappointing. If you guys saw, I went live for it. I was announcing that I was going to go live for the Super Bowl. And so I stayed committed and true to what I said I was going to do. And I was indeed live. But I will tell you guys, dude, that I would not have watched the entire, well, maybe I would have, but I wouldn't have watched the entire game if I wasn't live. Like literally the fact that I stayed live the entire game and a little bit after it was over, like literally sitting there and hearing the opponents talk about their victory. I never do that crap, dude. When my team don't win, I don't want to hear. Let me not swear. We growing here. We growing here, but damn, I don't do that. That was literally my commitment to y'all, because I said I was gonna be live, and I said I was gonna do it, so I did it. But damn, that was a hard watch, man. The Super Bowl, and like during the live, you know, there was quite a few of y'all in there, and I appreciate y'all for being a part of that. But I said some things that I don't mean. You know what I mean? I was very critical, very harsh on the Patriots. But hey, look, let me tell y'all this. Them boys get to the bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, we won 8 games in the last 2 years combined, and won what, 17 this year? I mean, dude, you know what I mean? Like, we're great. Patriots fans, look, I was hot and emotional. Can I be honest about that? I was pissed off. I was real upset about the fact that the Patriots lost the Super Bowl, and I was over there calling out Drake May, which I do think that he is at fault for the loss. I mean, like, not fully at fault, but he didn't play well. Like, can we be honest about it? He didn't play well, and that's totally fine, bro. Drake, if you're watching this thing, bro, you're a G, dog. Continue to grow, continue to work, because I do think that Drake May is at a crossroads in his career, dude. Like, that sounds dramatic, but it's just facts. He can either let the fact that the lights went bright and he didn't do too well, he kind of crumbled under the pressure. Whatever the reasons are, bro, we judge the quarterbacks based on wins and losses. And I say that because I can already hear you guys watching this right now talking about the offensive line gave them no help and the sacks. I get that. But how many times have we seen great quarterbacks overcome those issues, like Patrick Mahomes? Like, oh, wait, what, who? Tom Brady? They overcome those things, bro. Like, there have been many times that these great quarterbacks overcome those deficiencies. And the reason why I'm being so critical on Drake May is because I expect greatness from him. I know that it's going to come out, but he's a second-year quarterback, bro. What are we talking about? So with that said, Drake May, you're in great standings, papa. We love you here in Patriots Nation, papa. And Will Campbell, we love you too, baby. Hey, look, you said you're going to fight and die. You went and died. And that's fine. We can accept that. You know what I mean? You're a fighter, baby. Learn from this. I know you know. I know you're locked in, dog. Look, I'm speaking exactly to Will Campbell right here. I know you locked in, dog. I know you locked in. I know you know what you need to do better, and I know you're going to do that. And I believe in the fact that you're going to do it. So, hey, Mike Vrabel, and we trust in Mike Vrabel too, dude. Like I said since the beginning of the year, Mike Vrabel is a leader of men, bro. They respect him like that. And he went and said, we're not making no changes at the left tackle. We got our guy. He knows what needs to do better. You know, whatever, this and that and third. I'm not going to get into the X and O's of football. There's other podcasts you can listen to for that kind of thing. But Mike Vrabel, we believe in him. Will Campbell, we forgive you, baby. We know, hey, look, they're a young team. The rest of the league, you know how scared they are? Look, behind all the hate, bruh, why are they hating so much? Because they're fearing for their lives the fact that the Patriots won the Super Bowl on Drake May's second year. They're supposed to be rebuilding. They're supposed to be a lot of pieces away, right? But the fact that we can, like, figure it out getting to a Super Bowl, come on, dude. Like, dude, what? Like, Drake May has already done what Lamar Jackson hasn't done, what Josh Allen hasn't. Let me not do that, bro. Let me not do that. Y'all get the point. Because much love, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, you guys are fantastic, great quarterbacks. This whole thing, I don't want to be haters. I don't want to be a little hater around here. But Patriots, Patriots, we doing all right, dude. Let me see. Missed opportunity, yeah, dude. Like, what I have written down here, what I hate most about the fact that the Patriots lost the Super Bowl is that I do think it's a missed opportunity, dude. Like, we're figuring it out. So, like, when we get past all the emotions and being upset about the fact that the Patriots lost, we can hang our hat on the fact that the Patriots are rebuilding right now, dude. They're like in the middle of like figuring out what the heck they're gonna do and how they're gonna be. You know, we still have a lot of, you know, changes that need to happen in order for us to be an elite force in the AFC. So I get that and I understand that, but nonetheless, we were there, dude. You could have like snuck one in, like, hey, the Patriots are technically not ready, like they're not fully developed yet, but damn, you just accidentally went and won one. We had that opportunity, it was there, and that's what I hate most about this. It's like, Yes, there's a lot to learn from it, but dude, I get it. But learning to win. But you know, I'm kind of past that. It's all right. Um, yeah, dude, I think that hey, dude, the Patriots. I'm over here writing down all these other things. The offense. This is what the offensive need. They need a wide receiver. We need to keep Diggs. We need a tight end, and Diggs, bro. Like I have all this thing written down, bro. Like, dude, I was heated, bro. I was determined to turn this thing around. Damn it. But what I will say is George Pickens, Papa, New England is a beautiful place. Come on over to New England. Drake May, he loves to the deep ball. He loves to throw the ball. George Pickens out here in New England, I think you'd be fantastic, baby. Um, throughout the season, I think Stephon Diggs is the Patriots' offensive MVP. I do think that. I think he was fantastic, dude. Honestly, I wish he got more targets in the Super Bowl in the big game because I was calling him Big Play 8 the entire year. Every time we had like a important game, I look back at Buffalo Sunday Night Football in Buffalo. He really came out to play, dude. That was incredible. So Stephon Diggs is my Patriots offensive MVP, and I think defense, Christian Gonzalez, dude. When I tell y'all that he is the Grim Reaper, he showed you guys exactly why in the Super Bowl. I think that the Patriots defense played well enough to win the bowl. I think that they did what they needed to do. Sure, could they have gotten a turnover for sure? But dude, they like what Christian Gonzalez was doing on that defense was incredible, dude. And I was telling everybody that it was going to be that, because I knew that it was. But seeing it happen, him lock up JSN was a beautiful thing to see. And there was a couple of pass deflections that he had that were truly like, bro, like mind blowing. So he is my Patriots defensive MVP for the season. So Christian Gonzalez, congratulations. You have been donned MVP of defense. Yeah, I keep writing. I had my whole offensive adjustments that need to happen, my defensive adjustments. Like, dude, damn, bro, I was deep in this thing. Golly. Sign Max Crosby. Hey, come on. Let's trade for Myles Garrett. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? We got to sign Gonzo, but we know the Patriots going to do that. Pay him whatever that man needs to be paid. You know what I'm saying? We walking in doble porción. Gonzo, he finna be walking with bread, with cha-ching money. Tough. Special teams. Oh, come on. I don't want to read that. I was emotional, dude. Hey, guys, again, I'm an emotional fan, bro. Like, look, I kind of keep a nice, head screwed over my neck, but hey, sometimes I was over there calling for the head of everybody. Fire him, trade that, do this. But I'm over it now, dude. It's all right. I'm an emotional fan, and I want to state that because I believe that I don't want none of these players to be upset with your boy Space City. You know what I mean? Gonzo, I need you on the pod. Will Campbell, come on the pod, baby. Let's talk, dude. You know what I mean? Like, if I come out here and be irrational and start being pissed, it's in brotherly love. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it is. So much love. I respect y'all for the efforts that y'all make as professionals. Good effort, Drake Mesa Crossroads. Yeah, I already talked about that. Let's not miss nothing. Moving on. From the Super Bowl live streaming. Hey, yeah, moving on from the Super bro. I've introduced live streaming to the channel, dude, and I'm excited to see how that's going to continue growing. I think I spoke about that earlier in the podcast, but if I didn't, or if I did, let's talk about it again, dude. Like that was cool. I went live streaming to test my settings with the video games. If y'all know anything about me, know this. Your boy loves to just kind of kick back, relax, get on the game, chill out. You know what I mean? Play some 2K, play some Fortnite with baby. You know what I mean? Like, man, I love that. And for me, I'm like, dude, if I'm going to spend time, like substantial time doing something, why not just broadcast it to everybody? So I'm still figuring out how I'm going to do it. Nonetheless, we went live for the Super Bowl, which was great because that was like an IRL live. And then going live with the games, that was really cool. Thankfully, the internet that we have, I'm not going to say who it is because we're waiting for sponsors, baby. but the internet that we have is fantastic. And if you want to do anything like what I'm doing now, get this internet. Come on, somebody clip that and send it to somebody. You know what I'm saying? We can endorse the product. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the internet that we have, real talk, dude, is dang, bro. It's like, it's good. Like, so we're able to like, I feel happy because it's enabled me to put out the kind of quality that I want to put out. And like we said before, y'all know how like important it is to me to bring out the best. So being able to do that, the streams have looked fantastic. So I look forward to be able to bring you guys some 2K content and some Fortnite Bed Wars content. You know what? Let me speak to the community of Fortnite Bed Wars. If you don't know, or if you are a Bed Wars player of Fortnite, and I'm going to use strictly Bed Wars hashtags in this video, oh my God. We are going to be putting out some videos, myself, me and my partner, Franny Didn't Sleep It, baby. We are going to be putting out some videos because it is epic. Fortnite Bed Wars needs to be a bigger community. We're going to be putting out some videos to help grow this community. So I am committed to putting some videos out of Fortnite Bed Wars. All right. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. Some of them might be live. Some of them might be with my like me. You'll see me and hear me commentating and stuff if I am live, or even if I am not. And it's just simple gameplay. It's going to be part of the rotation of this channel. So, that is something that I've been kind of thinking about a lot. Like this, I recently changed the name of this channel from Spacecitysteve to SEVENTHAURA Productions. And the reason I did that is because like there's a lot of what I'm doing. You know, there's the BackgroundNOISE Podcast that I got going on. There's the regular vlogs that are going to be coming up soon. Y'all be patient. Y'all wait for that. There's a SEVENTHAURA Productions behind the scenes type videos that I'm going to be doing, high quality productions for different artists and different collaborations that I have going on. Brassloops, you know, I'm very passionate about music and playing the trumpet and doing those things, and, you know, creating music and moving with art, you know what I mean? So there's that side of me. There's just all those different avenues that I got going on. So I remember trying to go through the process of thinking like, dang, am I going to name my channel spacecitysteve? Is it going to be SEVENTHAURA Productions, Brassloops, BackgroundNOISE Podcast? What's it going to be? But I realized that as I was doing all of these individual things and kind of sectioning them off, every one of them had SEVENTHAURA. Like I was doing that anyway, SEVENTHAURA Productions, because that beneath it all is like the driving force between all of it, because SEVENTHAURA is where art lives, and for me that is how it translates to everybody. You know what I mean? It is with all these different avenues. And so I said, hey, the best decision for me to do at this moment is to name the channel SEVENTHAURA Productions and see where it goes. Now, you guys that have been watching the podcast and the channel for quite some time know that we are about figuring out what's best and learning on the fly. So if that changes at any moment, I mean, then we'll see what happens at that moment. But as of now, it was the best decision that I could make, and I think that it is pretty cool. It looks great. The little profile photo looks fantastic, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, so SEVENTHAURA Productions. Let me see what else. Dude, I'm going to talk about this in another podcast coming up, but dude, I want to say that, like, look, when this thing pops off, baby, I got an entire multiverse on my hands. And what I mean by that is, like, there are so many people around me that are also doing fantastic things and interesting things. For example, number one, we got my girl, Frania. We got real estate content, social movements, and Fortnite. Because, you know, she crazy at the game, dude. She's a sharpshooter, bro. Like, she's a sniper in the bushes. You know what I mean? You always got to be alert, 10 toes down, because you might not see her coming, but she sees you and she gonna snipe you. Real estate and the things she's doing in real estate. If you did not know, she's serving the community of Houston and all the greater areas of Houston. And with real estate and her content that she does with that, just kind of letting everybody know where the best deals are and what's the best homes to buy and all the different avenues and all the different things that you can acquire when thinking about real estate. She's doing that kind of stuff. And I say social movements because she is very conscious and very aware about what is right and what is wrong and humanity and human rights. And she is just very vocal about what is good and what is not, and letting you all know the things that maybe other people try to mask. And that's just one avenue. See how I went deep into that, bro? I'm telling you, I got a multiverse of people. That's just one person. Secondly, we got Manny. Ooh, we got Minecraft Manny, and wedding officiating. So if you did not know, my boy Manuel, knows everything that you need to know about Minecraft. And no, we're not talking about creator mode. We're talking about survival. This dude has all kinds of factories and farms and crafting stations. I don't know what, bro. Honestly, I'm not a Minecraft player. So if I named super basic stuff, that's only because I don't know what I'm looking at. But what I do know is that my boy Manuel knows it all. Minecraft Manny's insane, bro. But look, none of y'all know that because we're working on this thing. You know what I'm saying? We got a multiverse of people. And also, if you didn't know, one of the sponsors of the podcast is Manuel himself with his wedding officiating. I mean, bro, like, you looking to get married? My boy Manuel will make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's another avenue. We got Vanessa with seasonal decor, baking, and memory lane pod. There's a passion project on the way. I shouldn't say too much. Memory lane podcast. And then when I say baking, always finding different little things to do and bake and little treats and seasonal decor, bruh. Like, if you want to know when the season is changing and what is the perfect home decor to have for every season, that's where we go with my girl Vanessa. You know what I'm saying? She got that. Then we got Judy with conspiracy theories, gardening and cooking. Bro, if you want to know how to grow plants and then talk about conspiracy theories on the way there, I mean, dude, subscribed. I'm subscribed to that. Come on, bro. She know I'm talking about, like, dude, I didn't even know, bro. We got to get Judy on the podcast, bro. Look, damn, bro, let me sit up. You're not gonna tell me I'm slouching, y'all. We got to get Judy on the pod, dude. Honestly, because she got conspiracy theories and I didn't know that about her. I was asking her the other day because we were talking about different conspiracy theories, and I said, Judy, like, what? Like, have you always been this way? Have you always like just been conscious about conspiracy theories? Because like I've never known her that way. Like, I don't know, we've never talked about that. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, dude, like all the time. I'm like, what? So that was interesting. Gotta get her on the podcast so we can talk about a few. But for those of y'all that are gonna watch that episode, hey, we're gonna get deep in the weeds, bro. It's not for the weak. But conspiracy theories, gardening, bro. She recently got into gardening, nuts, like going into all of that and learning how to keep a plant alive and the different stuff that I was like, bro, I didn't know it was that intense, and apparently it is. And then cooking, that's beautiful. And you know what? Let me get to. I'm telling you guys, I have a multiverse, bro. There's people around me with interesting stories to tell. And then we got Jessica with budgeting and show reviews, bro. Budgeting, this girl, oh my god, Jessica is bro. You want to talk about financially literate? I mean, Jessica is ahead of the game, baby. And I put show reviews because me and Jessica, if there's one thing about us, is we'll binge watch a series, dude. We find something we like, we're burning through that. We'll get through a couple seasons in one sitting. And bruh. And so she always got thoughts about it, comments about it. So that's why I put those two things for us. And then we got the Lepes with their cultural folk music and the music and the, I know some of you guys got a little piece of that. Some of you guys got a piece of that with the artist himself, Nestor Lepe, with his fantastic music, that cultural folk music. I did a documentary following him as he's talked about a few of his experiences and what brought him to appreciate this folk music and to really like embody that. Like if you watch the documentary, it is on YouTube, watch it there. And if you want to hear one of his songs, you know what? I'm going to link it in the description of this video. How about that? All the things that I've talked about so far that I've mentioned, I'm going to link it in here because that documentary is definitely something to look at. See how I'm going deep into this? A whole documentary made about another character in my life, but everybody in my life is an entire movie. That's why I say I have a multiverse going on over here, y'all. I'm telling you guys, y'all just wait. Y'all be a part of this journey, bro, because this thing, y'all think this is it? Bruh, come on. And then I put natural health. Ooh, man, oh man, if I can just get deep into that conversation, because Lord, like what that, like, dude, natural health, learning how to use our God-given earth to fortify and strengthen and in some cases heal our body. You know what I mean? Bro, what? Like the knowledge that they can share on that is incredible. I'm telling y'all, I got a multiverse thing from my mama. She Louie. I put right now food reviews, but this woman, my mother, Oh my gosh, she is entertainment walking, bro. Like honestly, when I see live streamers and all this stuff, I think that my mom should be a live streamer. Someone just follow her with a camera, be live, because her entire like anything and everything about her is entertaining and funny and interesting. And I put food reviews because one thing that me and my mom bond over is that comidita, híjole. We love to eat some frijoles con arroz and some bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like, damn, see that? I'm over there tweaking on the mic thinking about it. But I know my mama loves that. We bond over that. You know what I mean? So I had it in my notes here that I have a multiverse with no extra points. So I just went through the names of the people that I felt had interesting stories and things to tell, just to let y'all know that more to come, more to come. Dude, how long have I been going for? Damn, 120. I gotta wrap it up, guys. You know what? Look. I'm gonna speed run through this stuff here. Damn, I need to hold my tongue here, bro, because this I see what I'm getting to, and this shit finna make me hot. Let's talk about the halftime show, okay? So the halftime show was absolutely. You know what? I need to learn the YouTube rules. I'm gonna try to hold my tongue here, but if stuff slips out, I'm sorry. YouTube, don't take this video down. The halftime show with the Benito Bowl was absolutely fire, right? The set was fantastic. When I was looking at that, I was like, dude, it looks so like beautiful. And what I loved about it was that it was dynamic, right? The Benito Bowl was dynamic. There was a lot to it. For example, like there was the top of the house that he was at with the little chair and the kids sleeping on the chairs, which I thought was beautiful, right? Like for those of y'all that don't know, which apparently is a lot of y'all, for our culture, right? For Hispanic culture, sleeping on the chair, that's a part of it. Like for Hispanics that watch that, and look, and I'm only speaking about this and saying in this way, like I don't want to come off as hostile, because that's definitely not my intentions here. Let me put a camera that's not going to get all blurry like that. I don't want to come off as hostile, but I mean, apparently there's like a need for education on our culture. You know what I mean? Because we're a part of what makes up America. Right. So anyways, let me try to reel it in, right? But like seeing that on the set was beautiful. And there was many other, I just named that one because that's the one that really stood out to me. The little kid sleeping on the chair and being woken up, bro. Like I'm almost at the verge of tears, bro. Like, because as growing up, you feel so represented seeing that, like that's an experience that many Hispanics have, bro. And for me, it happened, being at church, bro, being knocked out, and oh my God, church went long and we're there with mom and pops and I got no choice but to be there. And you're just knocked out there and the music's going and you're just knocked out. So there was times that I'd knock out under the chairs, you know what I mean? So seeing that was beautiful, right? That to me was like a representation of my upbringing and my heritage and of my bringing up, you know what I mean? So that was beautiful for me to see. I thought it was fire. And apart from that, and that's just one little thing that I saw, right? But there was like other things that people could relate to. I don't need to get into every single one of them. But seeing that the set itself was gorgeous. It was funny because I seen how, there was like people in the grass, that made up the little grass. And I thought the grass was going to start moving, but I honestly, like, they never like did anything. I thought they were going to be like running around and do some crazy stuff. I think that they did it that way because it might've been easier to move around. Like instead of like having that many people go and carry a plant and like set it down just for the sake of it. It's like, hey, let's just put these markers, know where you're supposed to be. And let's just go be the living set, which I thought was beautiful, baby, because that's another way that I feel like we connect to our culture and our roots. Because you look at all the vacation spots that people go to when they want a vacation, where's it at? It's Latin countries, baby. That's where we're going to, because there's life. It's living and breathing everywhere. So not only was it easier and practical to have people in the little grass suits to get them there, but also what does it tell you? There's life in everything when it comes to our culture. You know what I mean? So let me not say it that way, bro. I don't want to be like, I don't want to, this is not to cause division. I just felt real hot because a lot of people were talking about why is Bad Bunny doing the halftime show? And I don't like that. And that really kind of rubs me wrong, bro. You know what I mean? Because what? And honestly, I feel a type of way about the fact that a lot of people didn't know his music, and a lot of people were like, oh, like I don't know, like his songs. Like, what? You know what I mean? And then like, and here's the thing that really got me like kind of feeling the type of way was people like, even after the fact, people trying to be cool about the fact that, oh, Bad Bunny did the halftime show. And like a lot of people find it, like funny to say like, oh, I didn't understand any of the words. And what y'all missed is that our music doesn't need to be understood. It needs to be felt. Our music is felt. You know what I'm talking about? When you hear Latin music and you hear the drums and the percussions and the brass section, I love to see that, bruh. When I saw the brass on there, me being a trumpet player myself, because again, that's where I come from, baby. You know, music don't gotta be understood. It's gotta be felt. And so too many of y'all were too distracted on the fact that a Hispanic was gonna be holding down the Super Bowl halftime show that y'all missed the bigger picture. Right? Y'all didn't see the beauty in it like we did. And to be clear about all this, by the way, is that America, what America is, bro, is a culmination of all these cultures combined, bro. And America's supposed to be a celebration of that, right? Where we can all see the best, bro, where everybody, and I'm not just talking about Hispanics, although us too, bro. Like, what are we talking about, bro? We can bring and show you, look at, bro, whether it comes out in food and entertainment and culture and music and fashion and dress, where we can show you that, bro. You know, you can come to America to literally have the best, bro. Like, dead ass, I'm convinced that the best tacos ever, bro. I'm a pure blood Mexican, dude. Like, both mom and dad Mexican, dude. Like, straight up. The best tacos in my opinion are in Los Angeles, California, bro. They're not in Mexico, dude. And so that's what I believe embodies America's. It's all of that. And like I said, it's not just us, bro. It's everybody. It's people that come from you know, bro, anywhere, bro. The Middle Eastern countries, Europe, Asia, anywhere, bro. You come here and it's supposed to be a celebration of the best of us, bro. You know what I mean? And with that said, you know what culture I want to hear from on the next Super Bowl halftime show is the Native American culture, where we can learn about what they have to say and where their culture comes from. Because if we want to feel real possessive over this land, I think there's a real important conversation to be had before we can claim and feel like any of this is that we're entitled to any of this. Anyways, that's not what this podcast is about, bro. But I would be remiss. I would be real ashamed of myself if I would have this platform that I'm building and not speak up on a couple of things that I need to speak up about. But that's besides the point, bro. We're supposed to be ending this podcast, bro. But honestly, I don't know. So Super Bowl halftime show. See how we can get distracted a little bit? Let's see. Yeah, cultural trumpets and music that moves you. Hey, like I said, our music don't got to be understood, bro. So for all of y'all that, here I go. Here I keep going. Damn, bro, I'm going to put an ad break right now. Let's do a second set of ads so I can cool down right quick. But I will stand on this, though. Our music, it don't need to be understood, bro. I mean, I'm talking, there's records and albums that have sold out. I mean, I'm talking platinum albums that have zero lyrics in them, bro, because our music is felt. You know what I'm talking about? So I encourage y'all to go back, listen to it again, and feel it this time. You know what I mean? Okay. Damn. Let's see. Yeah, keep writing. I wrote it again here. Yeah, music. Okay, let's see. Da-da-da. Yeah, bro. Honestly, there was apparently an alternative halftime show that a network felt the need to go and offer, and that's blind. That's blind. Yeah. Anyways, I don't want to get lost in the sauce with that, guys, because damn, I can make this about something else. But yeah, that's just my thoughts, bro. And honestly, I'm gonna keep it P with y'all, bro. Like, I'm not gonna hide away from things that need to be said. You know what I mean? I'm purely me, bro. I'm purely me, and I'm a lover of people. I'm an appreciator of people. I'm not a hater. You know, there's nobody, no thing that I hate. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna keep it 100 with y'all, dude. So, as fun loving as this podcast I intend it to be, bro, like, we're not gonna shy away from things that need to be talked about and addressed. And yeah, I'm not gonna continue on this any longer than that, because yeah, dude. Oh my God, you know what I didn't do? I didn't try on the close, but hey, like I said, you guys go ahead and go to my social media to see what the heck this looks like. I will most likely do like a super casual kind of, like, whether it's a clip of this podcast showing the art or like doing a real simple video. I'm definitely gonna do a casual post about the stuff that we unboxed. And aside that, I'm also gonna do, obviously, dude, like a whole promotion around it with, you know, a big on production with SEVENTHAURA. So stay tuned to that. Be a part of that. So the three to follow. If you're not subscribed to this channel, do that and be a part of the entire journey that is here. It's not just the podcast that's here. There's a lot of other entertainment to be had on this channel. So be a part of that, guys. And then social media. If you guys want to follow me, Instagram will be at spacecitysteve, at BackgroundNOISE Potty, at SEVENTHAURA. If you guys want to follow me on X, that's going to be an interesting one. That's the weeds. That's in the back roads over there. It's at I am SEVENTHAURA. So you guys feel free to follow me there if you guys choose to do so. But that's going to be it for me because I've already held y'all for how long? An hour and a half? Okay, that's cool. So I appreciate you guys. There's a lot more to happen, bro. Honestly, I feel like I keep going for a freaking long ass time, but I'm not going to do that. Again, I think it's cool that the podcast is almost kind of like a just like a snapshot, a little snippet of what I got going on, bro. Like it's uncut. I don't want to cut none of this. All of it's going to be in it. So like I just happen to live this hour and a half of my life, and I just share it with y'all, and we just talk about whatever. Like I'm just going to sit in this chair and see what I can tell you guys. Again, be a part of the conversation. BackgroundNOISE Podcast at SEVENTHAURA.com. I'm happy. Why? Because I don't want to end it. So I'm just like really circling around this ending. But I got to do it, guys. I don't want to, but I got to. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of the BackgroundNOISE Podcast. But before I let you go, remember, SEVENTHAURA, where art lives. Okay, yeah. I don't know. All right. I'm going to let y'all go. Peace out, y'all.